Dressed in all black, Mary Mac style. No buttons, gorilla, silverback style. Whole pack wild, straight out hollow tips in the background. As I rule of thumb, I can act wild. I milk the game as a cash cow. When I wear a crown like it's Sacktown. Never back down round. Yeah.
What is up, SL Nation? It's your girl Shay, and I'm back with another video. If you are new to this channel, hit that red subscribe button and join the family. If you've been rocking with us for a while, welcome back, guys. Today is a special day. I am going to be cooking my son AyeRon, the middle one, his birthday dinner. It is a tradition in our immediate family that my mom and I started, that we make whoever the birthday person is their favorite meal for their birthday. And now that my mom is no longer with us, I'm still going to keep that tradition going. When she was alive, I would actually make her favorite dinner for her, but she would make me and my kids, all of us our favorite meals. So yes, AyeRon's birthday is tomorrow, and I am going to make him, he actually didn't select this meal. Usually they select what they want, but today I just decided that I was going to make him something special on my own. So today what we're gonna make is smothered crockpot pork chops and potatoes and some kind of vegetable. I don't even know what kind of vegetable I'm gonna make right now. Not even gonna lie, we'll see. But let's get started with the video. I'll see you guys in 1 second. Okay guys, here is the list of ingredients that you will need for this crockpot pork chop meal. You need about 1 cup of chicken stock. You're gonna need some garlic. You're gonna need some garlic powder, some onion powder. This is optional, but I put this on everything. I started using this a few months ago when I saw one of my favorite YouTubers using it, and this is the best stuff ever. I will say that it has a little bit of spice to it, so if you don't like spicy, then don't use this. And then I'm gonna tell you something else about this later. Some black pepper, some cream of mushroom soup, and a packet of Lipton onion soup mix. If you don't know what Lipton onion soup mix looks like, it looks like this. So this is just one of the little envelopes out of that box. The star of the recipe is some pork chops. I have 8 thin pork chops here, and I have already washed them and seasoned them with these ingredients over here. You can do one of 2 things, you guys. You can either season both sides with these seasonings, or you can just take 1 teaspoon of each one of these and, you know, mix it together in a bowl and just sprinkle both sides of the pork chops. But I didn't do it that way. I just seasoned, you know, one side with the Tony's and the black pepper, and then the other side I used the garlic powder and the onion powder. But it's up to you on how you want to season them. The last thing that you're going to need is 1 small onion, and I'll show you what we're going to do with that later. And then last but not least, you're going to need some flour. So I have my flour here. I'm going to take each one of the pork chops. I'm only going to probably be able to fit a few in the skillet at a time. So we'll just do a couple at a time. And you want to coat these really well, because that's going to help with the thickness of the gravy that it's going to make later. So I have put a little olive oil in the bottom of this skillet. If you want to use, you know, vegetable oil, canola oil, that's up to you. Your girl's trying to save her arteries, so I have opted for olive oil. I'm only going to be able, like I said, to put a few of these in at a time, so you'll have to probably do 2 batches, maybe 3. So if you want to, you know, have 2 skillets going at once, that's also an option. But I'm in no hurry, so I am just going to do these 3. And you don't want to get these completely brown, you guys. You just want to brown them a little bit, maybe like, you know, 1.5 minutes on each side. It's been about 1.5 minutes, and this is what it looks like. I've already flipped them, so it looks like this. So just let the other side go. Do the same thing for about 1.5 minutes. All right, you guys, so the pork chops have all been done. Here they are. Ooh. So I'm gonna just set those aside. And here's what the skillet looks like after. There's a lot of of flour down there, so we may not need a lot of flour, but just in case, I still have the rest of the flour from before. So we'll just hold that for 1 second. And what we're going to do is add a little bit more olive oil to the pan. And we're going to work that around a little bit. And what we're doing is making like a roux for like a gravy. And we already have a good little start, because the bits that are in the bottom right now are already brown. So what we're going to do is we're just going to add a little bit of this flour, just a little bit, because like I said, we already have a good little start to our flour. So you just want to put it in there, and you just want to work it around, and you just want to keep on working it. So earlier, you guys, I was telling you that with the flouring of the pork chops, it really helps later on when everything is together in the crock pot and it's all cooking. It'll help thicken, and this will do the same thing. So that's why you don't really need a lot here, because there's a lot of flour. Well, not a lot of flour, but there's flour on those pork chops, and it's going to help out a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add the onions. 1 small onion, you guys. And you add it just right on to the skillet. Put it on low. Just continuously stir that, because you don't want to have anything burning or sticking. Alright guys, so at this point, what I'm going to add is the 1 cup of chicken broth. So you just want to add that in, and you want to just stir it up. Make sure your fire is down on low. You guys, it looks like a lot of onions, but it's really not. And also, the onion is optional, so if you don't like onions, that's totally fine, because we're also going to put in Lipton onion soup mix. So if you're not a person that really likes onions, then you can leave these onions out. Alright, so see how that looks like gravy? So once it like coats the spoon, what you want to do next is you want to go ahead and add your Lipton onion soup mix. Just add the whole envelope in, and then mix that up. This is one of those things where you never know if you're going to have enough liquid. I may add a little bit more chicken broth because it's pretty thick. So let me go ahead and just add a little bit more. Probably like a 1/4 cup I just added. Alright, and then I'm going to go ahead and add my Lipton onion soup mix. I feel that the cream of mushroom soup adds a lot of flavor. You can keep that out if you like, but I like to add it because I think it tastes amazing. So this is what it'll look like. It's pretty thick. If you wanted to add some more liquid right now, you could, but I think it's okay the way it is. I like to mix everything together ahead of time. That's what another thing I was going to tell you guys. Some people just take all these ingredients and just put them right in the crock pot initially. I don't do that because the Lipton onion soup mix is pretty clumpy, and if you don't, you know, even add it to like a bowl, whatever, and mix it together before, you know, to get those clumps out. Alright, you guys, so I have my slow cooker here ready to go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of this and just dump it right in the slow cooker. I wanted to get a close-up of what this looked like in there, so this is what it looks like. So now I'm going to go ahead and add the pork chops. Okay guys, so this is what it looks like after it all gets in the crock pot. So what happened after I put them all in the crock pot was since, you know, I'm cooking way more pork chops than I normally do, I felt like it wasn't enough liquid. So what I did was I took the can from the cream of mushroom soup, and I added about a half a can, or I added water and added and then you just kind of mix it up, because there's still, you know, a little bit of the soup in there. You know, just mix it around a little bit and then pour it in here, and it made a little bit more gravy. They don't have to be completely covered in the gravy, but you know, just make sure that they're pretty much covered. I just kind of spooned everything on top, so you know, every one of them has a little bit of the goodness. So now at this point, the last thing you want to add is about a teaspoon of garlic. So I'm going to go ahead and add that now. Just going to kind of mix that around. So that's all you want to do, and then you want to just cover that bad boy and let it go. What you want to do is you want to do it on high for about 3 hours, or you want to do it on low for about 5-6 hours. So my crock pot does not have a 3 hours, so what I always do is I usually either just put it on 4 and just, you know, remember, or I put it on 2 and remember. Either one, it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to do it on high, and I'm going to set it to 4 hours, and what I'll do is I'll just come and check it at about 3 hours and just see, you know, how it is. It should be falling off the bone. So I will come back to you guys when it has been 3 hours. Okay, you guys, so it has been 3 hours, and this is what it looks like. Look at this, guys. Look at this. They're all breaking apart. Looks really good. So you guys, this is here's what it looks like plated. I decided to make potatoes. So here's the potatoes that I made, you guys. They are I took 5 potatoes and I cut them up, and I boiled them until they're fork tender, and then I drained all the rest of the water off, and I added some margarine, a little bit of garlic salt, and a little bit of salt and pepper, and that's it. And then this is what the potatoes look like, and then look at the pork chop, you guys. It's really super tender. All right, you guys, there you have it. Crock-pot smothered pork chops. Say that 5 times. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really enjoyed making this video. I hope to see you guys again soon. I hope you guys make this recipe. If you make this recipe, comment down below and let me know how you liked it, or if you changed anything, or you know, whatever you did different. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I hope you love this video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.